How you doing, sir?
All right, doing good.
Why you set the bar so high for me, man?
Hey, you can do it.
Hey, can I get a holler for everybody? 1, 2, 3, holler. Appreciate that, man. Listen, my man Clifton right there, he said it. If you're not stretching yourself wide, you might as well get up and leave right now. If you're not surrounding yourself around people that are stretching you wide, you need to find new people to hang around. You can still love them from afar. I tell people all the time, I like to be the dumbest person in my circle of influence. Because if I'm the smartest person in my circle, it's time to get another circle. Think about it. If you're the smartest person in your circle of influence, you stop learning because you're the smartest in your circle. You have nothing to go to after that. You're tapped out. Always be the dumbest person in your circle. And I say that in a very serious tone. Be the dumbest person in your circle. I'm going to take y'all back. I remember 10th grade. 10th grade. Tasha Williams. Prettiest girl in the 10th grade, y'all. Y'all bear with me for a second. I got to tell you about Tasha Williams. Prettiest girl in the 10th grade. I had a crush on her. But I didn't have the courage to go ask her out to lunch. Every time I seen her walking down the hallway, everybody was going to class. She was the only one, slow motion, just being smooth with it, slow motion. To me, she was slow motion. I get up to her face to face. She say hi to me, and I just couldn't do it. Fellas, I couldn't do it. She walk on past until I got my first car. I got my first car. You know how it is. You got your first car. Out of all my boys, I was the one to get the first car. Now, it was a hoopty. AC didn't work. Speedometer didn't work. It sat 4 people, but there was no back seats. So only 2 people could sit in the car. But there was an area for a back seat, just didn't have no seat. So, but that's cool. It's my first car. I'm straight. I'm good. Couldn't tell me nothing. So that encouraged me. That lifted my confidence a little bit. So I got to thinking. I said, oh, I got a car now. Ain't no way Tasha gonna say no to me now. So I built up my courage. I seen her walking down that hallway one day at school. I said, I have to do it. Got to her face to face. I said, Tasha, how you doing? She said, hey, Rock. I said, I got my car, right? She said, really? Oh, that's awesome. I said, yeah, you always say, you know. How many times guys say, trying to ask a question? I said, maybe I can take you out for lunch today. Take you for a little ride. Now, at this point, I'm like, even if she said no, I'm good because I got my car. You couldn't ruin and steal my joy for nothing at this point. So even if she said no, I'm cool. I grabbed one of my boys, but I couldn't grab 3 of my boys because remember, I ain't got no seats in the back. So I grabbed one of my boys, we hop in the whip, go to lunch, come back to campus and finish school day, I'm good. But she said yes, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo! Tasha said yes. So I'm like, yo, I was kind of shocked at first, but I'm playing it off like, all right, cool, I'll see you at lunch then, you know what I'm saying? I whipped around that corner, I got excited. So I got 2 periods left before lunch. I ain't paying attention in the class. I mean, I'm just so excited about lunch. So 15 minutes before it's time for the lunch bell to ring, I lied to my teacher. I said, teacher, I'm not feeling well. Can I go see the nurse? She said, go ahead, Rocky, you can go see the nurse. Y'all think I went to the nurse's office? Nope. I went to the doggone parking lot, grabbed my car, I parked it in front of the school because I'm sitting there waiting for the school bell to ring and Tasha Williams to come walking down the stairs so I could take her to lunch. School bell rings. Y'all know how it is when it's time for lunch in high school. Everybody just haul out the school like ants everywhere. Not Tasha. Tasha came out that door, guess what happened? To me, slow motion. Slow motion. I'm sitting there in my car in front of the school, everybody going all over the place. Here comes Tasha Williams walking down. So I walk up to her. I'm trying to be cool. In my head, I'm walking cool and slow. But my body, I'm doing this. So I grab her by the hand, and I escort her to my car. Get her to the car. I got Tasha Williams finally. Whew. Open up the car door, let her in, and I close the door. Trying to be as smooth as me. Then after I closed the door, I sprinted around the back of the car all the way to the other side of the driver's side, got in the car. I said, I got to hurry up. I don't want her to change her mind. Put the key in the ignition. We cool, Tasha. These things happen sometimes. Old car. We're going to be rolling in a second. I'm like, dang, I finally got Tasha to go out on a date with me, and my car won't start. So I pop the hood, I get out the car, I get on the other side of the hood. Now, I know a little bit. My dad taught me about a few things to do if your car don't start. So I'm checking the battery, making sure the positive and the negative is on the pot good. I'm checking the oil, make sure we got oil in the car. But I'm 16. I ain't no mechanic. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretending like whatever. So I close the hood, get back in the car, get my key. Y'all know when it gets to that, it's done. That car said, yay, done. So I'm sitting over there in my car like, golly, I can't even look at Tasha right now. She was a good sport. She was like, it's okay, Rocky, we can go another time, no problem. She gets out the car, catches up with her girlfriends, and they go have lunch. I'm sitting there like, calling my dad, yo, Dad, something wrong with the car won't start. He comes up to the school. Turns out, y'all, nothing's wrong with the car. The car's fine. A spark plug was bad. And see, some of you guys in here today, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. You just need a new spark plug. And that's what I'm here today, to be your spark plug. I'm here to get you ignited. I'm here to get you cranked up. I'm here to get you, hey, listen, everything that has happened to your life up until today, if there's anything negative, it's done with. This is your new tomorrow. It's up to you. Now, if I leave here today and you guys still choose to let negative energy into your life, that's on you. Don't blame Rock T. Oh, yeah, Rock T told me. No, that's on you. The reason why I named my book No Excuses, Get It Done, because I had to stop making excuses on why things wasn't happening for me. How come I wasn't achieving my goals? How come I wasn't making accomplishments that I set high for myself, my dreams? Because I'm always blaming other people. I'm always blaming situations. Well, I live in the hood, so I can't do that. I don't have any money, so I can't start my business. You can get business cards, 1,000 of them, $9. YouTube is free. If you got a service or a product you want to offer the world, make a YouTube video. You never know who makes it. I don't care if 5 people see your video. See, we get caught up, well, man, how am I going to promote it? I don't have millions of people following me. I don't care if 5 people see your video. That's an opportunity to have 5 customers that want to know more about what you do. How are you going to deliver that? That's free. You got website companies out here nowadays that you can make a splash page of a website free. So don't tell me I need money to get started. If you never start the race, how you expect to finish? But the reason why we don't start, because we are fear. Fear and doubt. Those are 2 words that kill us. You're either afraid of failure, but failure is not failing. You're just learning. You're learning what to do or what not to do. Don't look at it as if you make an F in class and you're in school, you're not a failure. You just learn, okay, I need to study different. You learn how to study now, better. Or I just need to study, period, because I didn't study at all. You learn something. I had 2 goals in life. I wanted to be a professional athlete, and I wanted to be a radio DJ, period. Everybody told me it's impossible for Rocky Jermaine Turner, y'all got my middle name, y'all better not tell nobody. Rocky Jermaine Turner, you're not going to be a professional athlete. How you going to be a professional athlete? I said, why not? If I want to be a professional athlete, I'm going to work I'm going to bust my butt, and I'm going to train, and I'm going to be a professional athlete. I want to be a professional baseball player. They're like, dude, you're on the B team. Y'all can laugh. Go ahead. You're on the B team. How you gonna be a professional athlete? You're on the B team. And you've always been on the B team. You're a junior in high school on the baseball team on JV. Now, JV is the B team to varsity in high school. I'm a junior. And they got me on JV. I'm tripping. Like, okay. So I go into my coach's office one day. I said, why you got me on JV? Well, Rock, sit down, son. What is it that you want to do when you graduate? What do you want to be when you grow up and all that kind of good stuff? I said, I want to be a professional athlete. I want to play professional baseball. He goes, well, what else you want to do? I said, I want to be a radio DJ. My coach said to me, true story. He said, Coach said, Rock, go ahead and start practicing being that radio DJ because you ain't going to be no professional baseball player. You're pretty good. You're a cool guy. You work hard. I appreciate your effort, but your talent ain't all the way there to be a professional baseball player. I said, well, what do I need to do to get better? What's my weaknesses? He said, well, you're too slow. Your arm is not strong enough, and you're not that good of a hitter. I'm like, golly. Ooh, that one hurt. But I used that as ammunition. So from that day forward, I took a bucket of baseballs. I went to the the football field. I got on the goal line, and one at a time, I used to grab a ball. I wouldn't even get a running start. I just put my foot on the goal line, grabbed the ball out the bucket, and I threw it as hard as I can, as far as I can, down the football field. I was not going to stop doing this until I was able to throw a baseball all the way the distance of the football field, 100 yards. So I kept doing that every day for weeks, 60 yards, 70 yards, 80 yards, 90 yards, 100 yards. My arm got so strong for doing that I was able to throw the ball from the goal line through the uprights of the other end zone. So I'm throwing the ball 110 yards in the air now. You can't tell me that my arm is not strong enough anymore. That same football field, I would get on the goal line, and I would just run sprints as fast as I can, all the way to the other side, 100 yards. I wouldn't stop and rest. I'll hit that goal line, and I'll jog back. So I'm getting whatever rest I can get as I'm jogging back. Get back to this goal line. Boom, I go do another sprint. Just going over and over and over again until I just pass out, tired. Can't run anymore. You're not going to tell me that I'm not fast enough. I got in the weight room, started lifting weights. I was doing like 20 the most push-ups I can do at that time was like 20 push-ups. I just kept on lifting weights, got all the way up to the 75 push-ups before taking a break. You're not going to tell me that I'm not strong enough. Let's fast forward a little bit. I got a baseball scholarship to go to college, and I was drafted by the New York Mets to play professional baseball. Goal number 1 was accomplished. Goal number 2, I wanted to be a radio DJ. I was a kid that had headphones on, not listening to the music. I couldn't wait for the DJ to come onto the radio and start talking. See, I was the opposite. Most of y'all, when the commercials come, y'all switching and changing the channel. I don't want to hear no commercials. I'm the one, I couldn't wait for the DJ to come on so I can listen and see how he was talking. I thought that was cool. And I would mock him. I would imitate him. And I challenge everybody in here, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever your dream job or career is, you have to imagine yourself doing it. All the way to what you're wearing, what you smell like. You have to picture yourself in that office corner on the 50th floor, if that's what you want to do, running that company. What kind of tie am I wearing? What kind of stilettos do I have on, ladies? You got to smell it. You got to feel it. You got to become that. If you become that, you start acting like that. You ever hear people say, man, he looked like money. She looked like money. Could be broke as ever, but they look like money. Let them keep on looking like money, because sooner or later they're going to start connecting themselves to money and people with money and people with opportunities. Something about that person. Man, they always sharp. You ain't got to go spend thousands of dollars on clothes. You can go to Walmart I'm trying to tell you, and you can be, y'all, ladies, y'all know how to throw stuff together, mix and match stuff. Shoot, listen, just be smart with it. It's all right here. See, you gotta conquer mental paralysis. That's what I call it. Mental paralysis is what we all have. We get stuck in this regular old 9-to-5 job. Now, if you want a 9-to-5 job, nothing wrong with that. But make sure you love it. Make sure it's your dream job. You understand? Don't just be stuck because I got to pay bills. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. We'll talk about that on Saturday. I'm tired of hearing people saying, well, I got to pay bills, so I can't do this. Yeah, but you got some Jordans on your feet. How much was those? True story. We're in the Barnes & Noble bookstore. Well, I'm in the Barnes & Noble bookstore with a homie of mine. And we're looking at books. And this was before I wrote my book. I said, man, I'm going to have a book on these shelves one day. Man, Rock, you tripping. So I'm sitting there and I buy a book, and the book costs like $25. My friend was like, man, you finna spend $25 on that book? I said, yes. He says, man, you crazy. I'm like, what do you mean, why am I crazy? He said, I ain't about to spend no $25 on no book. I said, how much did you pay for them doggone shoes you had on? He said, $125. I said, can you imagine what could happen if you invest into you properly? I love Jordans. I love sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead. I love it. But I had to learn that that's a want, not a need. Until you get to the point where you're fulfilling your dreams, then you can go do whatever you want. Warren Buffett, he mastered money. That's why he's one of the richest in the world. One lesson that I learned from him was the most important investment you could ever have is yourself. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave y'all with this, and y'all can ask some questions or whatever. If you ever get to the point where you think you don't have money to start your business or to apply to anything that you're trying to apply your craft in, here's a formula. It's in my book, too. This is in my book. Here's a formula. All you have to do is all the money you have coming in, listen to me, follow me on this. It works. All the money you have, your income, all the money you have coming from your job, side gig, whatever, take 10% of that and you go open yourself a savings account. Now, if you already have a savings account, you put it in there. Now, make sure this particular savings account, you can't touch it. So you got to go to your bank, go to your credit union, wherever your savings account is, and say, I don't want to be able to get into this until whatever. Put a time stamp on it. It could be a year. It could be 6 months, whatever. Don't touch it. 10%. Now, when you get that urge to buy something, that's a want. That's not a need. So that purse you saw at Marshall's, it's only $50. This is regular $250 at Macy's. I'm getting it for $50 at Marshall's. Shoot, I'm saving. No, you not. You still spending money. You was going to spend that $50 anyways on that purse, right? Follow me here. Take that same $50. This is where discipline and accountability comes in. Take that same $50, put it in that savings account. You was going to spend it anyways on the purse. Now you're spending it on yourself in that savings account. Now, here comes excuse number one. Well, dang, if I'm putting 10% over here and I'm putting all this other extra money over there, how am I going to pay my bills? I'm already struggling. I'm in this rat race. I'm struggling paying my bills anyways. I can't take no money out of this. See, the rich stay rich because they pay themselves first. The poor stay poor because they pay themselves last. Keep paying yourself last if you want to. So let me tell you how to get around to paying the bills part. You got to swallow your pride. You better call that bill collector. Call the creditors. You ain't telling them that you ain't paying them. You just saying, hey, I need payment arrangements. I just need to stretch this out a little bit. So if my car note is $300 this month, I'm going to give you $200. And then let me pay $25, $25, $25, $25 over the next month. So when the next month comes, you can do it all over again. It's all right. Man, I perfected that. I became best friends with everybody that I owed money to. When people used to call my house, hey, Rock, you know what? Hey, Mr. Turner, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? It became almost like we was homies. I got you, man. I got to do this. I'm working whatever. I'll give you something this Friday. I'm going to bring something, whatever. man, it's in their best interest to work with you because they're trying to what? Get money from you. You got to pay them back. It's in their best interest. So don't be afraid. And swallow your pride. It's all good. We all go through it. But in the meantime, what's happening is you're building this nest egg over here. Now keep in mind, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You ain't going to have $1 million over there in a year. That's another thing we do. Oh, man, I've been saving. I done saved $2,000. Oh, man, that ain't nothing. And then they go spend it. You just saved $2,000. Now you can put that in start your business. Y'all follow me? Am I making sense here? Yeah. No excuses, get it done, period. There's a reason why there's a period at the end. It's not no excuses, get it done, etc. Period. That's it. I mean, you got to commit to it. You have to find a solution. How do you find solutions? You find people that are trying to find solutions. Everybody in here, y'all got one thing in common. Y'all want more out of life. Something ain't right. I gotta, maybe Rock can ignite me. Maybe there's one word that he says that's going to turn my switch on. Just like Cliff said, before y'all leave here today, each and every one of you guys should have all of your numbers. Y'all should all know each other. Because you never know who he knows that could connect him to him. He can connect somebody to her. You never know. You're a phone call away. Now check this out. Now you got everybody's emails. Hey, I'm interested in starting my own whatever business. You guys know anybody that'd be interested? Oh yeah, my aunt does this. My cousin does this. Let me put you in contact with so-and-so. Oh, I know somebody in D.C. I grew up with. He has his own $1 million company doing this. Now you're connected. You see how it works? It all starts with networking. We think networking is we got to be in a room with a bunch of millionaires. Now, don't get me wrong. That's good. But it don't have to start there. You follow me? Each and every one of you guys know somebody that has success. I bet you we went around this room one time, you can name one person that in your head is like very successful. Very. We all know people. You may not know them like personal, but you know of them. And you probably know someone that can get to them. Does that make sense? So I'm going to pause right there. Just like Clifford said, I'm going to give more of a longer version on Saturday at the Empower series. But I am going to challenge you guys once. I want to give you guys a challenge real fast. I don't go to bed at night unless I've done something to make myself a better person that day. I say that for a reason. As you're on your journey to go after yours and go get yours, always help others along the way. So all this information that I'm giving to you today, don't just keep it balled up for yourself. If you got a friend, family member that's going through it, and they're trying to figure out, oh, why me? And if it's something that I said today that, hey, you know what? Try this. Here's what I learned. Don't all keep it for yourself. You got to share. You got to give. How much value can you add to somebody else's life? Keep that in mind when you're taking meetings with people as well. When you take a meeting with a person, you want them to support you. It's not about them supporting you. It's about what can you do for them. What can you do for them? And if you haven't figured that part out, don't go into the meeting. Don't ever go into a meeting unprepared. Because you got one shot. That one shot, whoever you're in that meeting with, is going to determine what they think about you. Oh, man, Rock T's selfish. He came up in here, yeah, it's a great idea when he presented to me, but not one time did he mention how's it going to benefit me or us, my company. It was all about, well, I, me, here's what I'm going to do. You support me on this one. I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this. It's going to be a great big old thing. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear, how is this going to benefit me or my company? Period. And if you do that over and over again, you ever heard that term 10X? 10xing a business, like taking something and 10xing it means times 10, fast. That's how you do it. Because if you come to my office and you do what I just told you to do, I'm going to be like, yo, what's your name?
Chat.
I'm like, yo, Chat. Chat?
Chat.
Chat. Man, I like that dude. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to find somebody else to connect with you and give you a whole nother opportunity. And if you keep doing that over and over again, you're going to watch your business keep doing this. Now everybody's going to want to be a part of Chat and your business and what you're offering. What's he doing? You ever hear them stories that you think that's overnight stories? Like, man, what is she? That's how it happens. It's a ripple effect. It just happens. When you're doing right and you really care about people and you care about helping others and you're solving problems, that's another one. All of my entrepreneurs in here that wants to start your own business, make sure you're solving a problem. So now you got to step back and maybe reposition your vision. Whatever your product is, whatever your service is, if it's not solving somebody's problem, you may want to start over. You may want to start over. If you can prove that your business solves a problem, you're going to be in business for a long time because guess what? We always need our problem solved. If I got some bad shoes, I got to go to the shoe store to buy some shoes. If I got a rip in my clothes, I got to go buy some clothes. Ladies, you want to get dolled up? You need makeup. Makeup solves a problem. You want to get dolled up. You want to enhance your skin. You want to enhance your beauty or whatever. You got to be a problem solver. Here's my challenge. Everybody pull your phones out. Pull your phones out. Go to rockholla.com. That's my website. rockholla.com. The only reason why I don't have my books here today is because last Thursday I had a speaking engagement and I had like 250 books and they bought them all. And then my publishing company wasn't going to be able to get it until next week. rockholla.com. I want to be your personal accountability partner. So now you can take me with you everywhere you go. If you're on my website, you'll see a thing that says Amazon. That's how you can purchase the book. Now, if you don't want to purchase the book, don't purchase it. I'm not forcing you guys to purchase the book. I would love for you guys to purchase it, but this is a challenge. This goes back to what I was saying, and this happened to me. I got challenged the same way in my life. The best investment that you can possibly do is investing in yourself. This is a $15 book. What's 15 bucks? Even if it's your last $15. Because there's something in that book. This is a true story for me. The first book I ever bought, How to Win Friends and Influence People. One of my mentors told me about that book and said, Rock, buy this book. I didn't have any dime in my pocket. So I went and asked my dad to borrow $17.25. That's how much the book was at the time. He lent me $20. I went to the bookstore. I bought that book, changed my life. How to Win Friends and Influence People. After that, I became hungry for more information. So I started buying more books. Started buying more books. Now you're talking to a guy that I couldn't stand reading in high school and college. Reading a book? If it wasn't a magazine with pictures, I wasn't about to read nothing. But I had to realize if I'm trying to enhance my life, if I'm trying to go higher, I had to start reading. So I just started buying books after books after books, challenging myself. And keep in mind, here's where people mess up all the time. What's the purpose of reading a book? What's the purpose of being here listening to Rock T? What's the purpose of taking notes if you ain't going to apply it immediately? Why you hype? What's the purpose? But that's what we do. That's our life. We get all this information, but we never apply it. And if we do apply it, guess what happened? Oh, man. We off and running. I'm hyped. I'm going to start my business. Who we going, man, and you start sharing your dreams with people, and they start shooting your dreams down, and you start getting fearful like, oh, man, well, my boys or my girls didn't like it, so it ain't going to work. Or what if so-and-so say no? I want to present this to Rock T. See if he going to say no, he ain't going to like it because everybody else in my circle didn't like it. You better get out that circle. Those are called dream killers. Dream killers. Run from them dream killers. If you share a dream with anybody and they kill it, don't you share not one more of your dreams with them. They can still be your friends. They can still be your homies. They can still be cool. You can still be cool with them. Remember grandma used to say, you better feed that one with a long handle spoon? That's what I do with dream killers. I feed them with long handle spoon. Yo, what's up, dog? Everything good? Cool? All right, cool. Hope the family's well. I'm going over here hanging. Hey, it is what it is, man. I can't put it more plainer than you guys. No excuses, get it done, period. Not no excuses, get it done, etc. It's period. Commit to it. Questions, because I could be here all day. Questions, because I want you guys to add, whatever it is, let me know, and we'll go deeper on Saturday, because I want you guys to come back on Saturday, because there's much more to this. I get it. That's why another reason I want you to get my book. Here's why I wrote the book like I wrote it. If you notice, it's a very small book. Look, it's not much at all. Here's why. One, so you'll read it. Now, if you pick up a dictionary, what you gonna do? God. Encyclopedia, you're gonna be like, oh, what? No excuses. I'm eliminating all the excuses if you don't like reading, because I was the same way. When you start going through the chapters and reading it, I give you just enough to light that fire. Let's move on to something else. Because I don't want you being bogged down on a chapter that's just like on and on. Now you start getting confused. Wait a minute, I don't know. Oh, man. And then you put the book down, and you left all that other great information. No excuses. Get it done. Does that make sense? Question.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I've ever received is man, that's a good one. Well, I receive so much advice, y'all don't understand. Probably surround myself around giants. Find out what it is that you're trying to do, and you find a giant that's doing that. And you connect yourself to it. Stand on the shoulders of giants that's doing what you want to do. Now, that's mentors. You don't have to meet that mentor in person. It don't have to be a physical mentor. If Oprah is a mentor of yours, read her books. Join her mailing list. You follow me? It's a blueprint. Who's next?
Hey, Rod, I want to ask a question from Don Adams. Is she here? So Don says, how do you overcome procrastination, and how do you really leverage your network to grow your business?
Okay, how do you overcome procrastination? We'll start there. The best way to stop bad habits, start good new habits. When people tell you, you can't change overnight, man, please. If you choose to want to change overnight, you can change overnight. It's right here. Stop being brainwashed. You can't change overnight. Come on, man. If I'm smoking and I don't want to smoke no more, it may be challenging. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It may be challenging. But I can say cigarette or no cigarette. Period. It goes back to that period again. Not accept, well, let me just do a half of it. So as far as procrastinating, just commit to what you're trying to do and do it. Stop saying try. Don't say I tried my best. If you keep trying your best, you're going to fail. But if you do your best, that's two different words. Try means, oh, I'm going to try my best. But when you do, you commit to it and you get it done. Because if you shoot for the stars and you only reach the clouds, you're still up there pretty far. Accomplishment. Cliff, what was the second part of that question? How do you leverage your network to grow your business? I just gave you an example when I was talking about 10 minutes ago about that. Everybody in here is a network. You guys can create your own network in here. Empower Series, that's a network. All you guys are plugged into an Empower Series network to help you get information to grow your business or to grow your dreams. That's all it is. Now, once you start growing, your leverage is getting more powerful. Like when I first started in radio, I was just a little DJ in the street team. All right? So when I came to people to talk, hey, I want to throw this big old concert. Man, I want to bring so-and-so in. I want to bring so-and-so in. They looking at me like, you don't even know nothing about the business. Well, I want to do this. I had these big old ideas, but nobody took me serious. I had nothing to leverage because I'm new in this business, in this industry. Now I'm 20 years in. I can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is Rock T. Yo, what's up, man? What you need? Leveraging 20 years of being in radio. 15 of them on a national Ricky Smiley Morning Show platform. In 71 markets, 6 million people listen to the show. So when Rock T calls, now people listen. That makes sense? I'm just leveraging that. What's up? Who next?
You talked about different circles, the circles of your influencers, your friends, potentially family. How did you build your team that helps to support you push, your goals and your dreams?
That's going to keep happening over and over and over again. It's called trimming fat. Steve Harvey said it best. You're going to have a wagon, all right? And you're going to have people in the wagon. You forming your team. Y'all get in the wagon. Let's go. I got you. You forming your team. Then you start going up a hill with this wagon. Now they start to drag. Ain't nobody getting out the wagon to help push, but they're along for the ride. That's going to happen a lot. And sometimes you got to trim fat, cut people, even if it's your own mama. I love you, mama, but you can't ride up here because you're the anchor that's holding me back. So when you reach that and you see that people ain't holding their weight, you see you don't have cheerleaders, you have dream killers. That's on your team, you got to cut them loose.
You have to tell them?
Yes. Be honest with them because that's going to help make them a better person. Or they can be hard-headed and keep doing what they've been doing. If they keep doing what they've been doing, guess what? They're going to keep getting what they've been getting. Cut. Cut. If Michael Jordan would have settled for being cut from his varsity basketball team in high school, what do you think would have happened? We wouldn't see what we saw. We wouldn't be wearing all his sneakers. He wouldn't be one of the greatest of all time if he would have settled for being cut. Another question.
We actually worked before at the Delta show.
Okay, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So my thing is, as a comedian, I never looked at it. I've been in the game 12 years. I work with, it's endless count. I just did a stand-up thing for Kevin Hart.
Okay.
The thing about it is that when you're your own product, I never looked at it as a business.
Right.
So when you are your own product and you're trying to develop yourself, what would you suggest as far as the networking and setting up? Because for me as a black woman, because the Kevin Hart stand-up, I got a standing ovation, but they picked a homosexual girl because of that, because that was what was inclusion.
Right.
So that bothered me, so I said, well, I gotta make my own lane. So
Right.
when you're trying to set up your own lane and you're saying you cut out the fat, you have everybody, and you're starting from scratch, where do you suggest in picking your feet up and going up further and seeing yourself as the business?
Well, you just said it. You're your own brand.
Right.
You are your business. Social media is a monster. Let me tell you something. Don't get caught up in the millions that Kevin Hart has, the millions that Ricky Smiley, the millions that Martin Lawrence or any of these phenomenal comics. Don't get caught up. They took a long time to get to where they were. And they didn't even have social media back then. You have the power of social media. So just imagine every single day, whatever your hot spot is in comedy, whatever you know what works for you when you're telling your jokes, right? Put them on social media. Do little 60-second blurbs. Create a name for it. Create your own hashtags. You guys, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Come on, man. YouTube.
Okay, so I'm gonna invite everyone tomorrow night to Club Odyssey.
Right.
Contest.
That's it. That's it.
So, Club Odyssey, $5 get in. First 10 people to come up to me, I'll put your name on the list. You can get in for free. And it's a contest so that if I win the contest, I get $500. I get headshots, and I'll be performing opening for the Avant concert.
Now check this out.
If y'all wanna,
Check this out. Now look, let me tell you how she's leveraging her network right now. She's leveraging this network right here. Now, if y'all got a funeral to go to, y'all are excused. If your mama ain't sick, your grandmama ain't sick, you ain't got no funeral to go support her. Because watch, she may be the next Lunel, the next Monique, the next Samore. And guess what? All y'all know her. I remember her when she was sitting in the room at Redbird Mall. Man, she coming to town. She coming to town with Martin. She coming to town with, can you give me some tickets? Yeah, I'm going to give you some tickets because you believed in me. You came to my show. You didn't have to do that. You see how it works? So ain't nothing wrong with shooting for that big dream. Man, put your dream as high as it can go. Don't let nobody tell you, start small. Start small. Put it high. Now, you make smaller goals on your way to your big goal. Those are stepping stones. There's going to be a lot of stumbling blocks along the way. Use those stumbling blocks as stepping stones. Pick them up, put them back on top of each other, stand on top of that bad boy, and now you're higher than you were before. So before you get out of here today, you make sure everybody in here knows that information again. And I want all you guys to show up. Because guess what? If she wins, look what she gets. Opportunity. What, we got 50 people in here maybe? 50 people in a comedy club, all laughing at her jokes, even if nobody else laughed, she wins.
I'll give you $5 back.
I don't want nothing. Anybody else?
I got a question.
Yes.
When you're trying to set up a meeting with, like you're just starting out in an industry, and you're trying to set a meeting with that big, that type of industry, or you're looking for a mentor, what questions do you ask yourself to figure out how you create value for them?
Okay, so his question was, when you're trying to set up a big meeting with somebody that's big in that industry that you're in, how do you prepare to set up questions to ask that person in order to get the meeting, right?
Right, and then create value for them, so it's not just
Yes.
always-
Okay, so there's a thing called LinkedIn. Most people of that caliber is on LinkedIn. If they're not on LinkedIn, the business website probably has a bio of that person. If not, Google that person's name. So if it's Rock T, Ricky Smiley Morning Show, put that in Google. Everything on Google is going to pop up under me. And you just study. And you just find a whole bunch of different stories about Rock T. Okay? Take notes. Oh, man, I didn't know he played baseball. Oh, man, he graduated. Oh, he went to. Okay, so you're taking all these personal notes. He likes golf? Oh, man, I love golf. Okay, whatever. Taking all these notes. Now I need an email. Or LinkedIn. I can just message him. Or Twitter, Instagram, DM. You follow me? Man, I just read, Rock T, I just read that you played baseball with the New York Mets. My uncle played pro baseball with the Yankees. So now you got an interest. Because you know I love baseball. Oh, man. I may reply, oh, man, that's cool, man. When did he play? And that's when you got them. When they ask questions back to you, now you just got to know how to engage. Now, it's time to pitch them. You got an elevator pitch. You got 10 seconds. 12 seconds tops. What are you going to tell that person? That you got their attention for that second to hopefully get a meeting set. If you've done your homework right, and you research the business, and you research the company, you found out what they value, personal and business. So you just got to write your 10-second, 15-second elevator speech or text or whatever, or email, that's going to be that. It's got to be towards that. If they like golf, offer them to go play golf. Build yourself up high like you're bigger than what you are. It's an illusion. Because if he's up here or she's up here, and you think you put yourself down here, I'm just a little guy just getting started, he's got to think that you're already up here. Now, you may not be where he is or she is, but you got to paint a picture. Don't lie, because if you get caught in a lie, you're going to make yourself look bad. But you can create a big enough illusion. I'm a new startup company, blah, 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 this and that, and just start, you know how to, you got to get creative. Just get creative. Because all you want is that person to say, sure, contact my assistant and get on my schedule. Schedule a call or something like that. But find out as much information as you can about that person. Do your homework. Don't just go blindly. Hey, I got a meeting with Irv Ashford. Then I go into Irv Ashford's office just, I can't wait to, okay, I want to tell him about everything that I got going on, and I want to see how much money I can get from the company for sponsorship, and okay. If I'm going into Irv Ashford's office, I've already done my homework on him. If y'all don't know who Irv Ashford is, he's pretty much community affairs for Comerica Bank. If I'm going in, I've done my homework on him. So now when I get into his office, I'm looking all on his walls, seeing what he likes. Is he a family man? He has kids. I'm a family man. I have kids. You follow me? So when you do get into these areas, you know, you're just kind of looking at, you gotta analyze the situation. And then that's how your conversation starts. You ain't got to go immediately into business mode. Man, I see you got kids. How old are they? I got kids. Yeah, one's about to get ready to go to college. What college? Texas A&M. Oh, man, Texas A&M? Oh, they got that big bonfire thing they do every year at Texas A&M. Gig 'em. You know, but you've already done your homework. Because maybe you've seen on LinkedIn that maybe he went to Texas A&M or anything. You follow me? You're always picking up clues. Success leaves crumbs. We'll walk by a crumb in a heartbeat and just keep on going. I'm picking that crumb up. Now, you look at one crumb and you be like, it's just a crumb. When I pick up crumbs, oh, that's a crumb right there. Oh, wait a minute. Oprah just left? I went to an Oprah conference. I didn't get a chance to take a picture and talk to her and meet her, but she just left? There's a crumb. There's a crumb. So you got all these crumbs, hundreds of them, thousands of them. A crumb by itself means nothing. But a whole bunch of crumbs together, that's going to be a nice, tasty cake. Or grandma's own cornbread. That's how you got to look at it.
Last question.
Can you discuss or go back over how important it is to be prepared, particularly when you have these shots at folks who you normally may not have a shot with?
Yes. He says being prepared with people that you get a shot with. You get your one shot. And it piggybacks on what my man was asking. You have to do plenty of homework. And you have to start plenty of time. Don't try to get in contact with somebody and then spend one day of preparation. You have to do a presentation, PowerPoint presentation. You have to write down, I always write down one sheet, I call it a one-sheeter. Fill up one page of just brainstorming of how you want to present yourself. You find out about the person that you're going to meet with. You got to always be over-prepared. Always be over-prepared. There's no such thing as having too much information about that person. And whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to pitch, make sure you know everything about that. The industry that you're in. Because if you say, I got a great idea, and the first question is, what's going to make your product different from the leading competitor's product? And you can't answer that? Well, it's kind of the same, but different. That's not a good answer. How's it different? Well, it's different because they do this, and this. We do all of that, and we do this, and this. See, they don't do that. You follow me? You got to do your homework on the industry that you're in, the service that you're providing, the product that you have. Those are the questions. Those are the hard questions to ask. But if you've done your homework, now you got somebody's attention. Now they're going to say, oh, she knows what she's doing. He knows what he's doing. So I can take a gamble, a risk in my job, my career on you or you. because you know what you're talking about. This is a startup business. They've done all their homework. It's all right, because they're going to go back and check and see if what you said is accurate. Think about it. Once they go back and check it, oh, man, they was right on point. Let's bring that person in for a second meeting. So you got to over-prepare. Once again, it's not going to be a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. It's going to be a marathon. But if you finish a marathon, which is a 26-mile race, if you can finish that bad boy, that's the victory right there. Boston Marathon. Yeah, you got people that finish in the top 10 and they break records, but the ones that finish last, they get more cheer. Why? Because they finished. That's a tough race. So once again, you can't finish if you don't do what? If you don't start.
Thank you for watching our Empower Series YouTube video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit the subscribe button below, as well as the little button to be notified the next time we upload our video. Until then, stay connected with us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your social media flavor is. Inspire the world to thrive. See you soon.